The Mayan civilization is one of the most fascinating and mysterious civilizations in the world. It is known for its impressive architecture, advanced knowledge of astronomy, and intricate writing system. But what is the legacy of the Mayan civilization? In this video, we will explore the history, culture, and achievements of the Mayan people and their lasting impact on the world. Aerial view of the Mayan ruins in Tikal, Guatemala. The Mayan civilization flourished in Mesoamerica from about 2000 BC to 1500 AD. They built impressive cities and monuments throughout what is now Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. The Mayans were skilled farmers, traders, and warriors, and they developed a complex social and political system. Close-up of a Mayan temple. The Mayans were also known for their impressive architecture. They built massive pyramids, temples, and palaces that still stand today. These structures were often decorated with intricate carvings and sculptures that depicted their gods, rulers, and daily life. Close-up of a Mayan calendar. The Mayans were also skilled astronomers. They developed a highly accurate calendar that was based on the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. This calendar was used for religious ceremonies, agricultural planning, and predicting eclipses. Close-up of a Mayan hieroglyphic inscription. The Mayans also had a complex writing system that used hieroglyphs to record their history, culture, and beliefs. This system was used to create books or codices that contained information about astronomy, religion, and history. Unfortunately, most of these codices were destroyed by the Spanish during the conquest of the Americas. Close-up of a Mayan jade mask. The Mayans were also skilled artisans. They created beautiful pottery, jewelry, and sculptures that were often decorated with precious stones and metals. One of their most famous creations is the jade mask of the Mayan ruler Paco the Great, which is considered one of the greatest works of Mayan art. Aerial view of the Mayan ruins in Chichen Itza, Mexico. The Mayan civilization declined in the 9th century AD for reasons that are still debated by historians. However, their legacy lies on in the ruins of their cities, the knowledge of their astronomy and mathematics, and the beauty of their art and architecture. The Mayan civilization was a complex society with a highly organized social and political system. Let's take a closer look at the different aspects of Mayan society and culture. Reenactment of a Mayan marketplace. The Mayans were skilled traders and farmers. They traded goods such as cacao, salt, and obsidian with neighboring civilizations. They also grew crops such as maize, beans, and squash using advanced agricultural techniques such as terracing and irrigation. Reenactment of a Mayan religious ceremony. Religion played a central role in Mayan society. The Mayans believed in a complex pantheon of gods and goddesses who controlled the forces of nature and human affairs. They built impressive temples and pyramids to honor their gods and conducted elaborate religious ceremonies that included human sacrifice. Reenactment of a Mayan ball game. The Mayans also enjoyed sports and games. One of their most famous games was the ball game, which was played on a court with a rubber ball. The game had religious and political significance and was often played as a form of ritual sacrifice. Reenactment of a Mayan school. Education was highly valued in Mayan society. Boys and girls attended schools where they learned reading, writing, mathematics, and astronomy. The most talented students went on to become scribes, priests, or government officials. Reenactment of a Mayan market. Mayan society was also highly stratified. At the top were the rulers and nobles who controlled the government and the military. Below them were the merchants, artisans, and farmers who made up the middle class. At the bottom were the slaves and prisoners of war who were used for labor. Reenactment of a Mayan family. Family was also important in Mayan society. The extended family was the basic unit of society, and families were responsible for the upbringing and education of their children. Marriage was arranged by the parents, and divorce was rare. Aerial view of the Mayan ruins in Palenque, Mexico. The Mayan civilization was a complex and sophisticated society with a rich culture and history. Their legacy lies on in the ruins of their cities, the knowledge of their astronomy and mathematics, and the beauty of their art and architecture. The Mayans were known for their advanced knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. Let's take a closer look at their achievements in these fields. Close-up of a Mayan astronomical chart. The Mayans developed a highly accurate calendar that was based on the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. They also developed a system of astronomy that allowed them to predict eclipses and other celestial events. They created astronomical charts that were used for religious ceremonies and agricultural planning. Close-up of a Mayan mathematical calculation. The Mayans also had a sophisticated system of mathematics. They used a Baselinus 20 numbering system and were able to perform complex calculations such as multiplication and division. They also developed a concept of zero, which was a major breakthrough in mathematics. Close-up of a Mayan codex. The Mayans recorded their knowledge of astronomy and mathematics in their codices, which were books made of bark paper. Unfortunately, most of these codices were destroyed by the Spanish during the conquest of the Americas. Only 4 codices have survived to the present day. Those up of a Mayan observatory. The Mayans built observatories to study the movements of the stars and planets. They were able to accurately predict the cycles of Venus and other celestial bodies. They also used their knowledge of astronomy to create a highly accurate calendar that was used for religious ceremonies and agricultural planning. Close-up of a Mayan glyph for the number 20. The Mayans' use of a basinus 20 numbering system was a major achievement in mathematics. This system allowed them to perform complex calculations and make accurate astronomical observations. It also influenced the development of mathematics in other civilizations, including the Aztecs and the Incas. Aerial view of the Mayan ruins in Uxmal, Mexico. The Mayans' achievements in astronomy and mathematics were a testament to their advanced knowledge and sophisticated culture. Their legacy lives on in the ruins of their cities, the knowledge of their astronomy and mathematics, and the beauty of their art and architecture. The Mayans were known for their impressive architecture and engineering. Let's take a closer look at their achievements in these fields. Aerial view of the Mayan ruins in Tikal, Guatemala. The Mayans built massive pyramids, temples, and palaces that still stand today. These structures were often decorated with intricate carvings and sculptures that depicted their gods, rulers, and daily life. Close-up of a Mayan pyramid. The Mayans' pyramids were engineering marvels. They were built using a step design that allowed them to reach great heights. The largest Mayan pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Colula, is over 200 feet tall and covers an area of over 4 acres. Close-up of a Mayan arch. The Mayans were also skilled in the use of arches and vaults in their architecture. They used these techniques to create larger open spaces in their buildings, such as the bowl courts and plazas. Close-up of a Mayan aqueduct. The Mayans were also skilled in engineering. They built aqueducts and canals to transport water to their cities and farms. They also developed a system of terracing and irrigation that allowed them to grow crops in areas with limited water. Close-up of a Mayan causeway. The Mayans built causeways, or raised roads, to connect their cities and facilitate trade and communication. These causeways were often decorated with sculptures and carvings that depicted their gods and rulers. Close-up of a Mayan stela. The Mayans also created stelae, or tall stone monuments, that were used to commemorate important events and rulers. These stelae were often decorated with intricate carvings and hieroglyphs that recorded the history and culture of the Mayan people. Aerial view of the Mayan ruins in Chichen Itza, Mexico. The Mayans' achievements in architecture and engineering were a testament to their advanced knowledge and sophisticated culture. Their legacy lies on in the ruins of their cities, the knowledge of their astronomy and mathematics, and the beauty of their art and architecture. The Mayan civilization may have declined over 1,000 years ago, but their legacy lies on in many ways. Close-up of a Mayan jade mask. The Mayans' art and architecture continue to inspire people around the world. Their intricate carvings, sculptures, and jewelry are admired for their beauty and craftsmanship. Close-up of a Mayan calendar. The Mayans' knowledge of astronomy and mathematics continues to influence our understanding of the universe. Their calendar and astronomical charts are still studied by scientists and historians today. Close-up of a Mayan hieroglyphic inscription. The Mayans' writing system and language continue to fascinate scholars and linguists. Although much of their literature was destroyed, the surviving codices and inscriptions provide valuable insights into their history and culture. Close-up of a Mayan pyramid. The Mayans' architecture and engineering continue to amaze visitors to their ancient cities. The massive pyramids, temples, and palaces are a testament to their advanced knowledge and sophisticated culture. Close-up of a Mayan jade mask. The Mayans' legacy also lies on in the modern-day Mayan people. Although their civilization declined, their descendants continue to preserve their culture and traditions. Aerial view of the Mayan ruins in Palenque, Mexico. The Mayan civilization may be a thing of the past, but their legacy lies on in the knowledge, art, and culture that they left behind. They were a complex and sophisticated society that made significant contributions to the world. Their achievements continue to inspire and fascinate people around the world.